In high school, the best way to attract females was to look good looking. Good looking, have that skinny lean frame physique, and be tall. Those are one of the easiest ways to attract females in high school. It's a vague yes, but that was the meta at the time. If any of you are familiar with video games or have a background in video games in the past, most of us dudes do, you may be familiar with the term meta. The meta is the most, well, the most efficient tactical approach. So basically, the trend of what works, right? And I remember in high school, most of the most popular kids in high school, they were either really tall, athletic, so they had that super lean physique. Football was very popular in the UK and in my school, or good looking. Those were the guys who had the most confidence with the females. They had that natural just charm to them, that those natural physical attributes, right? And I noticed that pattern. Those dudes, they always did the best with the females in the high school, right? I wasn't blessed with that charm, that natural stuff, right? So I was one of those more so shy kids, right? And I was in more so the smaller classes. So there's kind of like this unspoken rule of the high school hierarchy system, right? And the higher your position in class, the you know, the more respect people were to perceive you. Is that vague? Absolutely vague. And that's why I'm so happy I'm not in high school anymore. Because when you're out of high school, when you reach 21, for some it's 18, like myself. But I'm saying 21 to make it universal because I know some people literally go to university. Get it? No, but seriously, though. The game changes. For women, it changes overnight, man. I'm telling you, when a woman's in high school, when a female's in high school from like 13 to 18, heck, let's even add 3 years in that bitch, 21, they're starting to attract girls, to attract chicks. They're just thinking, bro, look good, man. Be somewhat athletic and be tall. It's very vague. It's like somewhat vanity, yes. In some context, the vanity is vanity matter. Yes, I do agree. Because you can have a super good personality, right, inside the book. But if you look bad on the outside, they're not gonna win. Right? I still believe in that sense, yeah. But I'm happy now because the metrics to attract women past 21 is not just looks anymore. Thank God. Because bro, I was not that good looking. I'm still not good looking. I'm the most average guy, man. I'm a regular bold dude who just goes to the gym, right? So the standard to attract women past 21, it changes, man. You can't just attract women and maintain. Maintain's the key, guys. Maintain. It's easy to attract. Can you maintain? Right? So to attract the chicks in high school, from what I observed with my eyes, right? And I didn't have this, and I didn't have the confidence either. The physical attributes, the athleticism, right? The look, that sexy look that the popular kids had. No, I'm not gay. But from the woman's perceived brain, they perceive the sexy. The same way we found a hot chick sexy, they found them sexy too, right? So the athleticism, the look, oh, and the height, whew, chef's kiss. Mwah. They won the jackpot in the high school sense. Past 21, looks can only take you so far. And it's hello to the real world, a slap in the face, if you will, right? In the sense of a man's value in the sexual marketplace. So, from the eyes of a woman past 21, they're not just looking for a tall guy, a lean, skinny guy with a good face. You're on the bottom of the barrel in that day and world. Because in the real world, past 21, they're looking for a real man, and there's killers out there, man, metaphorically. The 25-year-olds who've been busting themselves in the gym since they were 16, they built a broader frame now. And you know what I found? It's usually the guys in high school that weren't the popular kids. They start to become something. And I'm an example. Am I the finished product? Absolutely not. But we start to become something because we know what it's like to not have. We know what it's like to be at the bottom of the social hierarchy. So we feel like shit. We felt like shit. And that's not saying put yourself worth on other people, but let's not kid ourselves here. And yet, you have no shame to admit this. We would all like to have respect from men and women. It's nice. Let's talk. It's mainly a women video, just from the title. We would love to have respect from women. I barely got female attention. I would have loved to have the attention those men had, the popular kids. So what do I do? As most guys do, you bust yourself up in the gym. The gym, you bust your ass in the gym to get in shape and attract these chicks. Am I the finished product? No. Been training for 6 years, built some good of a frame, and yeah, it definitely gets off fit into the door. Right, like I told you at the beginning, you can have a good personality being the indoors, but if you look bad on the outside, don't really matter. You know, they ain't gonna give you a chance, and I don't blame them. The same way how personally I have a preference, I'm into fit chicks, right? Because I'm into fitness, right? Opposites attract. If I were to see a fat chick, right, I'm probably not gonna give her the time of day. I'll still be polite as I am with everyone, regardless of their body type. But romantically, sexually speaking, I probably won't be attractive to that person simply because of the body type. It just reflects the lifestyle. It's not my cup of tea, and that's fine. But they're probably sweet on the inside, right? Personality wise. But I probably wouldn't give you the time of day because the outside is not the same. So what I'm really saying is, or get both. Still get in the shape. That's what I learned from high school. Get in shape. It does help. A lot of us guys aren't the tallest guys. Some of you guys may not be blessed with the best genetics. I'm only 5'9", so I don't have the tall aspect. I'm not the best looking either. I'm the most average face in the world. I grew a bit of a goatee, you know. I cut it depending on the seasons. Pardon me. But I got in shape, you know, and I'm not the most sorry, hiccups again. I'm not the most handsome guy in the world. Got myself in decent shape. You do attract women even if you have the most average face. The same way how if a woman has an average face and she has a nice body, she's gonna attract people. Men are gonna want you. It's a fact. I've seen it. Trust me, guys. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. But yeah, it is refreshing to know that outside of high school, 21 plus, to attract women, it's not just looks anymore, man. Because in the guys in the high school, I'm not saying every public in the high school does this, but a lot of guys, man, they just use that physical God given attribute, that talent. Talent can only take you so far if you don't hone it. If you don't keep working on that talent will fade. And bro, 18 to 30, that's 12 years of men working on themselves. And if you don't hone that talent, it's gonna fade too. And then all the unpopular kids, like myself, they start pulling all the women. The guys that were too scared, they don't know how to speak to women in high school. They start becoming the charmer because they learn how to speak to women through trial and error. Me, in that process, man. So I'm so happy the game changes. You don't just need the physical attributes now. Can you navigate life? Do you have a stable career? Do you have your shit together, as people like to say? Can you drive? Do you have a car? Do you have a nice house? Is your mental's good? Do you have that sexual discipline? Right? Can you provide? Do you have enough resources to protect and provide for your family? Are you stoic? Can you stay emotionally stable? Are you able to regulate your emotions? Are you able to deal with an emotional? Are you able to plan ahead? Are you able to stay firm and solid mentally when things are going right? Are you able to resist temptation to do immoral acts? How many lives are you able to change and value are you able to provide in your business? Those different aspects, there's so many. Are you competent in multiple areas of life? You may be competent in only the looks, like the high school kids, right? They only use their physical attributes. They can't speak to women. Look at Clavicula. Guys mumbling his words, can't even speak to women, and they reject him. I've seen some clips. So that's why I'm really happy that 21 plus, bro. The looks aren't everything, man. I'm so happy it's true because I did not have the looks for shit, and I still don't. I just do the best with the cards I have. You know, I'm not the sexiest guy on the planet, and I don't have to be. I have a few rugged features here and there. I have a few spots here and there on my face, maybe a few bruises. You know, big, bold, ugly guy with big ears. But I'm in shape, that doesn't matter. Because from my experience, having a fit body is the equivalent of a woman having a nice ass, nice tits, small waist, wide hips, and a pretty face. Facts. I'm living from experience. I'm letting you boys know. I'm letting you boys know. So that's why for any of you guys who weren't the best of them in high school, don't even have to worry about that. Still look good. That's the one thing I learned from high school. You still gotta look good. It gets your foot in the door. But the best part is that Women are looking for that personality in those different aspects of life now. It's not just about physical appearance, which I love because I don't have shit in terms of physical appearance going for me or the height in high school. I may be average height, but I'm big horizontally. I can't be big vertically. That's for God to decide. Can't decide my genetics, but I can maximize it. So I got to the gym, busted myself out, did what I could, built a decent frame for 6 years. I'm quite proud of. Obviously, I'm in a bulk now, so it's just covered over a layer of fat. But when I cut down, 182, 183, 180 pounds, somewhere around there, 82 kg, rather than being a too big 206 guy with body fat. I'm like 21, 22% body fat right now. Hey, I'm gonna look in a whole different level. I'm gonna be like 10, 12% body fat. I look forward to that. That's all, man. So it's good to know the standards, the metrics of what women value changes. And it's overnight, guys. The moment they graduate from university. Because you have to remember, these chicks be getting attention. They're 40, from like 14. You got older men, the 16-year-olds want you. When they're 16, the 21-year-olds want you. When you're 18, bro. And social media, don't even get me started on social media. When you're 18, the 25-year-olds would love to be with you. The 25, the 27, the 28-year-olds are established. And the teenagers got no chance. They're gonna get scooped up by the older men, and I don't blame them. And I don't blame the women for wanting to go for them for after them as well. They got the life that she desires, that stability that us young dudes just didn't have enough time yet to figure out. When you get to that age, you'll probably be at the same point. Why? And they're good looking too, but they have other aspects of life that the woman looks for now. So when the woman's done being 21, done with university, yeah, the looks were fun. Yeah, but she want a real man now. It changes overnight. The game changes, bro. So just some real talk right there. Game changes, man. And she may look at the guy from high school, and she may know that there's potential for the guy, but men and women live in different timelines, man. Most from what I've observed in my own personal life and just people I know, most women when they're in their early 20s, mid-20s, they're thinking about marriage. I'm telling you, you know? Most dudes in the early 20s, we don't even have our careers figured out. We don't know what we're gonna do for shit. Most of us guys, we probably work in shit jobs trying to put pieces together. We don't know what we're doing yet. The women know. They're like 10 years matured. They know what they want. They want to get married. Most men in the early 20s, they don't want to get married. Yet. We haven't figured shit out yet. So, head down, work high, work with your head low. You gotta believe that you're destined for greatness and there's no from the get-go. Shout out to Toby J. So I got that headline from me. So, seriously, though, this is some real talk, man. I'm happy to be the one to tell you. So any of you guys that just think, oh, it's all about attracting the chicks, physical appearance. Yeah, to a certain extent, it does get you in the door. But 21 plus, them other factors of life are really start to pay off. I'm telling you, G. So, of course, stay in the gym, eat good, sleep good. It does get your foot in the door. I'm telling you, I've attracted women that I thought were way out of my league in high school, college, even in real life, just for having a fit body. And I'm not even the best in terms of social skills. I'm decent. I'm working on it. Still, I consider myself a confident guy, but still got some work to do. I have the average face, but I got the body. It gave me the confidence. So, that most people don't have because they don't want to get in shape. So get that. It gets you in the door. The same way the body gets the chicks in the door. And we look at them more attractive and speak to them. It's the equivalent. But get those other factors right too, man. Learn that language, bro. Get into art, whether it be music, poetry, or learning an instrument, any of that shit. It's gonna attract. Learn how to navigate life, know how to drive, man, know how to get your career right, help people, have testimonials. That pre-selection attract other women because women want men other women want. The game changes. And that's from all those other factors, not just physical. Spiritual sovereignty.